Today we're going to learn 3 tricks to make your drum beats sound awesome. So let's get started. Hey everyone, Gabe here from drumbeatsonline.com, a website that helps you become a better drummer. So in today's lesson, I'm going to teach you how to make your drum beats sound a lot cooler. I know as a beginner, it can be very easy to get stuck in the same patterns, playing the same beats, and you have no way of making your beats more creative and sound different. So in today's lesson, I'm going to teach you 3 ways to revamp all of your drum beats. So first things first, we're going to be playing the same kick, hi-hat, and snare pattern throughout all of these exercises. So first, let me teach you that pattern, and then we can start forming them and making them sound really cool. All right, so first, on the hi-hat, we're going to be playing 1/8 notes. So the way we're going to count that is going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So we're fitting 8 notes into one measure. So that would sound like this. All right, so now we're just gonna throw in the snare drum, and all we're gonna be doing is playing the snare on beat 3. So with the hi-hat and the snare together, that would sound like this. So last but not least, we're going to throw in the bass drum on beat 1. So let's hear how that sounds all together. So that's our bass beat. So now that we have that established, we can start making changes to make it sound a lot cooler. So for trick number 1, we're going to be focusing on the hi-hat. So what we want to do is we want to add 16th notes in for 1 beat long. So 16th notes, you're going to be counting 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and but we're only going to be putting that in for 1 beat. So let's say we put that in on beat 1, then it would just go 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So just that first beat is going to be 16th notes, and then we're going to continue on with our 8th notes. So let me play that in the context of the beat so you can get a feel for what that sounds like. So that can start to make your beat sound really cool, and you can even experiment with it. You don't need to put the 16th notes on beat 1. You can put it on beat 2, 3, or 4. So make sure you experiment with this trick and see what you can come up with. But with that being said, now let's go on to trick number 2. All right, so trick number 2, now we're going to be focusing on the snare drum. And this concept is insanely simple. The concept is just add in 1 more snare drum note to your beat. So no matter what beat you're playing, you can add in 1 extra snare drum note, and it can start to sound like a new beat. So we're going to be sticking with the same beat that we had been learning with 8th notes on the hi-hat, snare on beat 3, and kick drum on beat 1. So let's just add in an extra beat on beat 4 maybe. Let's see what that sounds like. So already it's starting to sound like a new beat, but you can get really experimental with it. You can put the snare drum on beat 1 in beat 3, or maybe even beat 2 in beat 3. You can add it in wherever you want. It sounds really cool, and it can really change up how your beat sounds. All right, so now we're going to focus on trick number 3, and that is going to be your bass drum. And this concept is super, super simple. So all we're going to do is we're going to shift the bass drum over to a different beat. So right now we're on beat 1. What happens if we just shift that note to the and of beat 4? So we're just moving it half a beat earlier. So you could do that with any of your beats. Wherever the bass drum is, shift that note half a beat earlier and see what it sounds like. So now that the bass drum is on the and of beat 4, it would sound like this. So it's already starting to sound like a new drum beat now. So imagine what will happen if you take this concept and apply it to some of the beats that you already know. So today's tip of the day is to take it slow. Don't get discouraged if something doesn't happen right away. Some of this stuff is not going to feel natural. So really just take it slow and then speed it up as you start to feel comfortable. So guys, thank you so much for watching this lesson. If you want some of my best deluxe drum lessons that you can only find on Drum Beats Online, you should check out Ultimate Beginner Drum Lessons. They are some amazing lessons specifically for beginners. If you want, you can check it out right here or in the description below. And if not, you can check out my last YouTube lesson right over here. And make sure you let me know what your favorite drum trick is in the comment section below. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.